Hey guys, it's Lucy Kate and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to kind of do a continuation of my previous video. I introduced some Japanese foods that I love, which I discovered when I moved to Japan. And I thought, why not do a Hawaii version of this? So last month marks 3 years since I moved to Hawaii. So I thought, why not do a Hawaii version? So I'm going to introduce 8 foods, which are mainly sweets that I discovered since moving to Hawaii. Just a disclaimer, I don't really eat much meat. It's mainly I'd say desserts. So if you're not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, definitely hit the subscribe button. I post a wide variety of content on here: Japan content, Hawaii content, makeup content, and hauls. And without further ado, let's get into the video. The number one thing that I love since I moved to Hawaii is acai bowls. I mean, it's not like it was the first time I ate acai bowls when I came to Hawaii. In Japan, there isn't actually that many places where you can eat acai bowls, especially in like rural areas. So the fact that you can literally order an acai bowl at any cafe in Hawaii is great. I've tried many acai bowls. Like, if you want me to do like a vlog or like a ranking of like acai bowls in like Waikiki, I'd be more than happy to do that because there's such a variety of acai bowls. I love them. I'm a sweets lover, okay? I love chocolate, I love cakes, I love the unhealthy stuff. So sometimes eating a acai bowl does feel like I'm being more healthier. So yeah, acai bowls is definitely like my number one favorite thing to eat since moving to Hawaii. For me, I'm not really into like too healthy acai bowls. I do like to add honey and like make it sweet, but there's just, yeah, literally every cafe you go to, like the famous cafes, the franchises, you will find an acai bowl. So it's really fun to kind of like compare the tastes of them. The second dessert that I really love is malasadas. So malasadas are also very famous here in Hawaii. Apparently malasadas are originally Portuguese, I believe, but they become a Hawaii sort of local dessert to eat. There's lots of varieties of flavors you can get. Yeah, the most famous malasada place I'd say is Leonard's. I've never actually been to the store. So there's a Safeway right in front of Leonard's, and I do go there to shop food and groceries, but I've never actually bought from Leonard's, which is, I know, very surprising, but I don't like long lines, and there's always long lines, but it is really cute, and I do want to go there once while I'm here. My favorite malasadas I've eaten personally, so I live in Waikiki, and then last year, I think it was, or the year before, the supermarket opened in this complex, Lydia Waikiki, which is a new building which is rentals only, and on the second floor there's a supermarket, the Waikiki supermarket, and they do really good malasadas. So in the autumn time they had a pumpkin spice malasada which tasted so good. Another malasada I like are mochi malasadas. So instead of the usual cake texture, there's malasadas which are mochi texture, and the, I don't know what it's called, is it Island Country Market, I think is the name of it, or the one in Duke's Lane in Waikiki. I'll just insert pictures. Yeah, they do really good small mochi malasadas. I think it's Island Gourmet Cafe if I'm correct, but yeah, those are really good. And then speaking of mochi, butter mochi is a very famous sweet that you can get in Hawaii. From living in Japan, I of course am very used to eating mochi. I love, you know, Japanese sweets, but butter mochi is a famous Hawaiian mochi sweets, and it's basically different to Japanese ones, so it's hard to explain, but the inside texture is mochi, but the outside is kind of like a cake batter, if that makes sense. Like, I'll insert pictures, but this is something I discovered when I moved to Hawaii. I don't think you can get it on the mainland probably, but it's so good, and you can get different flavors. So of course there's the regular butter flavor. One time there was this like food stand, like a food truck, that I think they come to like events in Waikiki and things like that. They do really good chocolate butter mochi. Like, chocolate butter mochi is my absolute favorite. And then again in the autumn season there was a pumpkin flavor butter mochi in Foodland. So Foodland is the #1 supermarket chain franchise I'd say in Hawaii. They do so many different butter mochi flavors, and the pumpkin one is so good. So butter mochi is definitely another dessert I recommend that you try if you come to Hawaii. One food food that I discovered since moving to Hawaii is not a Hawaiian dish, but it's something that you can find in Hawaii. So I'm sure you're aware, but Hawaii is very diverse, culturally diverse. There's a very big Japanese population and a Korean population, and therefore you can find many Japanese foods, which I already introduced some Japanese foods in a previous video, this video right here, but there's also many Korean food places. Korean food is obviously something I can find in Japan because Korean food is very much popular over there too. But one thing I discovered that I really enjoy is plate lunches. So basically, plate lunches is, it's like a box, and then there's rice, and then there's like your sides and the main dish. So one thing I really love since moving to Hawaii is Korean plate lunches. And I have my favorite place of mine. So if you go to Leonard's, like I said earlier, in front of Leonard's there's a Safeway, and by the Safeway there's a Korean plate lunch called Yoonsi's. I'll try and insert like the picture. So this is the Yelp page, and then this is the food that I usually get, and their portions are very generous. There's a wide variety of things. Like I said, I don't really eat meat, so I always get the spring rolls, and then you can choose, if it's a mini plate like me, you can choose 2 sides. If you get the regular plate, you can choose 4 sides, and then you have rice as well. It's so filling. Like, this mini plate lunch is literally 2 meals for me, so it can last me the whole day, but it tastes really good. Like, I've never really had Korean plate lunches before, so yeah, plate lunches is definitely a local custom, I think, but it's definitely something that I recommend. And if you're like me and you don't eat a lot in one go, it's definitely going to fill you up. So always get the mini plate if you're the same as me and you can't really eat a lot in one go. Okay, so back to the sweets. The fourth food or dessert I should say, that I discovered in Hawaii is pancakes. So of course, pancakes is a very famous dessert dish here in Hawaii, but there's a wide variety of pancakes here. And one thing I discovered that I really love is, again, mochi pancakes. So yeah, basically mochi, you can find mochi everything here, but instead of the regular pancake texture, there's mochi pancakes, which are really, really good. And then another famous pancake that you can find in Hawaii is like macadamia nut pancakes. So macadamia nuts is also another really famous, popular souvenir, I think, that many people buy when they come to Hawaii. But yeah, you can get macadamia nuts pancakes, and then lattes as well. You can even get macadamia nut lattes. So yeah, pancakes is definitely an experience you should try, I think, when you come to Hawaii, like, for breakfast or like for brunch. So this is a pie, but it's a special pie. It's called a haupia pie, and I apologize for not pronouncing things correctly. Haupia is coconut in English, so haupia is Hawaiian for coconut, and haupia is also a very popular ingredient here. And this pie specifically is something that I love since coming to Hawaii, and this pie is from Ted's Bakery, and they're sold in many different locations. Like, I've even found them in some ABC stores, like the convenience stores. I found them in Don Quijote, which is a Japanese supermarket, which I also previously introduced in that video, introducing Japanese food places. But yeah, if you love pies, if you love, sweets and cakes like I do, you would definitely love this. It's like coconut cream pie. So good. I haven't eaten it in a while because I haven't really been to Don Quijote in a while. Recently I just go to Target, but yeah, really, really love this pie. It's chef's kiss. It's delicious. So the last thing that I discovered in Hawaii that I really love is avocado toast. And the majority of you are watching this are thinking, what? Avocado toast is like one of the most simple dishes. Well, even this simple dish you can't really find in Japan. So, in Western countries, avocado toast is like something you can find on any cafe menu. But in Japan, that's not the case. Avocado toast, acai bowls, you can't really find that much in Japan. So of course I've, eaten acai bowls in Japan. I've eaten avocado toast. I've eaten it at home, like I've made it by myself. The variety of avocado toast you can get in Hawaii, I really love. Depending on the place, they use really nice ingredients and seasonings. There's one sandwich shop that I really love, and I feel so bad because although I say I love it, I can't remember the name of it. So I'm gonna insert like the Instagram page on here, but I believe they have 3 locations now. The one I usually go to is in Ward Village in Kakaoko, which is like the new upcoming luxury neighborhood, I'd say. And then they opened one in Waikiki last year, and then I believe they have another location like Kailua or something. But yeah, the avocado toast there is really good, and they do all kinds of sandwiches. So yeah, that was it. It was just a short, simple video. You know, I really enjoyed making the Japanese version of this video, you know, introducing foods I loved in Japan. And, you know, seeing as I'm living in Hawaii, it's been 3 years, I thought I should share more Hawaii content as well. So these were the 7 foods that I discovered since I moved to Hawaii that I love and recommend. And I'm sorry that I didn't include any meat stuff. You know, there's many famous Hawaii dishes such as lokomoko or like poke, like raw fish. It's just I'm not a huge fan of like meat / fish dishes, so I kind of went dessert crazy on my list. But if there's anything you like in Hawaii, like any food places or cafes, please leave them down in the comments below. Also, if you have any videos you'd like me to make regarding moving to Hawaii or life in Hawaii, I'd also be more than happy to film them as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna create a Hawaii playlist. I do already have a Japan playlist. If you're interested in that, definitely check it out. I'll link all playlists and related videos in the description box. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!